dating so hard?
I feel like social media help a lot of dating nowadays because there's so many options. We're not supposed to see this many people in our lives.
Also, as well, society has made men think that they're the ones that are supposed to be chased. So, a lot of guys nowadays think that they're the ones that are supposed to be taken out on dates, their toes sucked. Let me tell you, guys, it's time to man up. It's time to take control. You know, I think men are supposed to be the pursuers and women are supposed to be the pursued. Once a wise man said, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. I ain't heard shit about finding a husband finds a good thing, so.
Nigga, what?
All right, let's get to this. First of all, men do not feel like they need to be chased. Men are just being told, don't chase the wrong woman, because a lot of these guys are chasing the wrong woman with the game that they're getting from a good woman. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is most men mothers are telling them to be the best nice guy in the world, and that actually works to get a woman. But what most men don't understand is your dating advice is always coming from an older woman who has already hit the wall, and she's telling you what to do with a 35, 40-year-old who has hit the wall, and then they take this game and they try to use it on a young, aggressive woman. That's where most men are making their mistakes at. So what we teach guys is we teach them to be in control of their desires. When you control your desires, then you control the women that you are going to pursue. Men are not expected to be chased unless they are a celebrity and unless they have a lot of money. That's the realization that men have came to.
There.
Sassy man apocalypse.
So you're looking for a traditional man,
Yeah, traditional for sure.
somebody who's gonna take care of you.
I think that's how it should. I think that's how women and men were made for each other. Like men were supposed to be the pursuers, women were supposed to be the pursued. That's just
Or men naturally chase what they want, and women naturally should be in their feminine energy. They don't chase. Men are supposed to go after what they want.
Society has.
I kind of agree with them. I do believe that a man is supposed to pursue the woman that he wants, but I also believe that a man has to be a man. You have to be fully prepared to take care of that woman if you plan on getting married. That's just how traditional relationships are. We want women to be traditional, but men have to be traditional as well. You have to gain success in order for you to control your traditional lifestyle, because you have to be able to take care of your woman. Those are
told men that they're supposed to be the ones that are supposed to be. They want to be double texted. They want to be chased. They want to be pursued.
Go after them, and we don't.
And the energy should be reciprocated, but I think men should ultimately be the pursuers.
Yes.
At the end of the day.
I agree with them, but what we have going on is we have a lot of hurt people who keeps attracting hurt people. That's why these spaces are so popular. It's because people do not want to be hurt anymore, but everyone wants to fall in love. I tell people, and I tell guys, and I tell women all the time, you want the fairy tale before you understand what a relationship is supposed to be. This is how it works. You and her have friendship first. Your friendship has to be unbreakable, just the friendship. After the friendship comes respect. You have to have respect for each other. Those two things are more important than the love and the romance in the relationship. The love and the romance in the relationship comes last. It doesn't come first. Too many people are trying to do this at the beginning because it feels good. And you're really not pursuing a relationship. You're just pursuing the bedroom. That's what most of this is happening. People are pursuing each other, lying that they want a relationship, lying that they want to be with someone. But in reality, they just want someone to cater to them while others want someone to sleep.
5 ways to keep a guy in a relationship.
I'm not keeping anyone that doesn't want me. I can give you tips and tricks all day long of, be just the right amount of feminine and masculine and nurture them and love them, make, words of affirmation and give them everything that they're asking you for. But if it's not a safe place for you to be you, then bye, because why would you ever want to be where you're not wanted? Be adaptable.
I agree with her. And a lot of you guys need to adapt this mindset. If someone's not treating you right and you're constantly going through some type of heartbreak, or you're constantly nervous when they're not around or when they are around, you're just in a situation where the relationship is uncomfortable completely, then it's time for you to get out. It shouldn't be hard to make a relationship work. If it's hard to make a relationship work, that's just two desperate people that's making it work until they find somebody else.
But be true to yourself. Do not compromise. And then, try to live life to the fullest. So if you're with someone and you want to go on adventures and they don't, still do that. And you should find someone who matches that energy. Definitely be honest, because that goes back to being with someone who is actually compatible with you. If you're honest and you actually know that you're doing what you want to do and you're not just doing it because you believe in the idea of a person.
She's right. And that's what you guys need to pay attention to. Women, she's speaking from a real woman's perspective. Women look at the idea of a person. So they would get in relationships with nice guys because the idea of being with a nice guy seems good. But in most cases, and damn near in all cases, the nice guy is always boring, because the nice guy is always chasing a exciting woman because his life is boring. That's the downfall about being a nice guy. You're a boring person. There's nothing about you that's exciting, and you're expecting your niceness to be your leadership.
And then, just be present, I would say. Be loyal, be kind, be genuine, be authentically you. But if after you've done all that and you've been a good person and you've stood true to your own, there's no list of 10 ways to keep a guy that's going to save you from someone who doesn't want you.
And she's absolutely right. There is no blueprint to being in the relationship. You have to get out, gain experiences of people, gain your crowd of people that you're supposed to be around, and then you date after you've gained the people that you're supposed to be around. Who is your crowd? Tattoo artists don't go hang around doctors. Doctors don't go hang around thugs in the street. Thugs in the street don't go hang around nurses. Nurses don't go hang around this. Everyone has their crowd of people that they belong to, that they're going to be comfortable around. With me, I like being around people who are into cars, who are into race cars, who's into customizing cars, but I'm also into art. I'm into those type of things. You put me in a different environment, I'm not going to be comfortable. It's that simple. What everyone needs to learn how to do is find your crowd and stop trying to be something that you've seen on TV. Develop that ideology and it doesn't match who you are. And then when you go out in life, you look fake and then no one's going to want to be around you. Real talk.
Wait. How is understanding how the other species operates and what they value, what they want, how is understanding them a pick me when we always say, well, wait, when we always say that they need to understand women, it's how are you supposed to be in a relationship with someone? When you get in a relationship with friends, you try to understand your friends and you want them to understand you so you can grow that relationship, so you can be the best friend they have in that relationship. How are you going to be one-sided and say, oh, we don't need to understand men, we don't need to know this about men, they need to understand us and how we operate? And that's a pick me if we try to understand how they operate, to be able to have a good relationship, to not be single at 40 with 12 kids, to not die alone with a dog. How is that a pick me?
Because you think that they're understanding, or they're
are they not human?
No.
Wait.
And she's absolutely right. That doesn't make you a pick me because you want to understand someone in order to make the relationship work for yourself. You have to understand, a lot of women have been given egos and told that you are oppressed if you just be a woman. You're supposed to be a man because a man oppress you. This is where a lot of women are going wrong. You're 30, 40 years old and you're still complaining about what's wrong with relationships. Right. At that age, not that many guys are going to want you. And then the guys that want you are typically the guys that are boring that you don't want. You're going to end up with the guy that never got women his whole entire life. So a lot of you guys out there who never got women, when you're getting 35, 40 years old, it should be extremely easy for you. Why? Because they reach extreme desperations because they have these type of thought processes at a young age.
Who wants to be black? I don't understand that. I really just can't comprehend it. Trying to be like, I grew up in the hood. Tarzan, right? The story of Tarzan.
This girl has went out. Everyone knows who Bhad Babie is. She's went out. I don't know how she did it. She done turned herself into a light-skinned chick. Big shout outs to my man, Angry Man. I watched his reel on this. And what she's doing is, I don't think she's trying to be black. I think that she's trying to go with the trend. See, right now, light-skinned women that look like this are the trend. Like, if you study these books that saying what everyone's gonna look like this. The women are just a step ahead of the game because they're seeing what men are attracted to. See, what you guys have to understand is women just keep adjusting themselves to a man. If men like this, now the women are trying to be like this. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I see it in the thumbnails. If I put a white girl up in the thumbnail, she's not going to get as amount of views as I will when I put a Latino or a mixed chick in the thumbnail. She gets big views. Now, if you look at my video that I did yesterday, I put a dark-skinned chick on the thumbnail and it barely got any views. But if you look at the videos before that where I had the Latino on there, look how high the views are. So what women are doing is they are adjusting to this type of look because this type of look is starting to become popular, and this is going to be the way for them to get attention. Watch how many beauty products start transitioning white girls into black girls.
Andrew Tate, I'm gonna find you and you, Andrew Tate. I'm gonna take a big on and stick it in your...
I don't know if you caught what this woman said. She literally just threatened to Andrew Tate. Imagine if he did that. Are we going to cancel this girl? Is this toxic femininity? She literally just threatened to Andrew. That's disgusting. I've never heard Andrew ever threaten to a woman. So funny how it's okay for a woman to say this or a girl to say this, but not a man. The double standard here is strong.
What we have to stop doing is the double standard, what women are allowed to do and what men are allowed to do, because a lot of people are paying too much attention to that. When it's all said and done, the best thing for a man to do is to lock in on your purpose and stop locking in on too many videos telling you about relationships. And the reason for that is because if you don't get your life together and become the best version of yourself, you're gonna always have women problems. It's that simple. Women never like the nice guy. Women never like the broke guy. Now, do you have women that would date these type of guys? Yeah, they'll date you because they don't want to be alone. You can find any baby mother out there and get in a relationship with. Most of them are just desperate. But the problem is what happens when they come across the guy that they really want? The guy who's really on their purpose. The guy that they think they have a chance with but really don't. Well, they're going to take that risk in front of you because you're just there on borrowed time. You're there to keep them from being lonely. What people need to understand about relationships is that if you do not have a vision where you want to be in life, then you're going to be there to help someone else accomplish theirs. It's the same thing with a job. If you don't find your own purpose, then you're going to help someone else accomplish their dream. This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully you guys got the message behind the video. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. She ain't holding you down, she's slowing you down. Hasta la vista.